Hi everyone. Okay, this one is Dubai 2019. It's the quarterfinal. Pliskova against Shea. Pre-match, Pliskova is obviously favourite, and I'm waiting to get on her at 1.8 before I enter. At least that was the plan. As I was waiting for the match to start, something or a couple of things came up that I needed to deal with, which meant I wasn't going to be able to give too much attention to the match. So what I fell into was one of my bad habits, and I just backed Pliskova at the available price. I think I backed her at 30 love in the first game. The intention being just to leave it to run green up after she took the first set. It's not a good tactic. I do it because it works for me. I usually pick the right games to do it on. That's not the reason for the video. The reason for the video is something I've been talking about quite a bit lately, is the position that I try to take in case my player loses the first set. I want to be in a position, if they get the first break in set 2, that I've got the option to at least get out with a small profit, maybe a small loss, but no disastrous situation. That's what this video shows, I think, pretty well. That's about all I'm going to say, I think, for now. There's commentary on there that I've done after the match. See what you think. Okay, so match is about to start. The plan before the match was that I was going to wait for, I think, 1.8 on Pliskova before I entered. As I said in the introduction, just about this moment something came up that I needed to take care of. Still at or around my desk, but I couldn't really concentrate on the match. I wish that had happened round about this price when it's 152, 153. Because I'd have got in at a better price than I ended up taking. Let's just step forward a little bit. Pliskova serving. Okay, this was more or less where I'm thinking, I haven't got time to trade this properly. I'm just going to get in. And the plan being to green up after she takes the first set. 144, not a great price. It's a bad habit that I've got. It's a bad habit that unfortunately gets rewarded because I usually choose the right matches to do it in. I'm not recommending this as the entry. Okay, I think she holds the first game to love. Nope, not quite. I know she certainly holds it. Okay, so an easy hold in the first game. We just step forward to Shea's first game. There, Pliskova's 15-30. If she'd got the break in this game, happy days, she'd probably have held the next game for 3 love, and I'd got away with another one. Bit of profit for no effort. First break point, all going to plan. Okay, doesn't take that one. I'm just going to step through the points a little bit. Shea has a game point. I thought Pliskova had a couple of break points in that one. I only saw one there. So anyway, I'm not really concentrating, glancing at the score. Step through. Pliskova struggled in that game. Still managed to hold. Just pause there and show the stats. If I take my face off. Okay, decent stats for both. Carry on Shea's next game. Very easy hold. Holds to 15. Pliskova, easy hold. Holds to love. Stats again, we don't need to look at stats just yet. Another easy one for Shea. Now at 3-all, if I've been paying attention, I would probably have just got out and waited, because obviously Shea's putting up more of a defence than expected. But as I'm not really watching, I think I looked, there you go, you can see a bet going in at 56. I've just added to the position a little bit. Pliskova's 2 matches before this one had been close, but she hadn't faced many break points at all. I was happy that she was serving well. She does come back to hold this one pretty easily after the love 15, I think. Okay. Now, from memory, this is where things started to go wrong for her. From memory, take my face away. From memory, in this next game, she has chances to break, doesn't take it. I think she was unhappy with a couple of line calls as well. Let's just step through this game. Yeah, just remembered what happens at the start of this one. Shea starts really strongly and I think has 40 love. There's 15, there's 30. Now at this point I've started to watch the trade a little bit more, and I'm reducing liability just in case she does lose this set. It's been a lot closer than I'd expected. She then started putting pressure on. She's got the next 2 points. Then takes it to deuce. So obviously at this point I'm kicking myself for getting out. How often do we do that? Get out and then it goes the way we hoped it would go in the first place. Game point for Shea. Back to deuce. Break point. Really kicking myself at this point. Doesn't take it. Gets another one. Doesn't take it. Gets another one. In these types of games where a player's getting break points but not taking them, there's a real danger that in the next game they're going to struggle, at least at the start of their own service game. Even more so in this situation, because if she's got another break point there, if Shea is to hold, it's going to be 4-all. It's not a change of ends, so Pliskova has to go straight into her service game. Continue with this one, doesn't take that one. What's that, 3 break points? Game point Shea. Pliskova just wasn't happy with life. Now then, when did I put that lay in? When did I put the lay in? I would imagine I put the lay in at game point, which was a little bit risky. But because I'm expecting that if Shea wins this game, she's going to put pressure on in the next game, I think when she gets game point here, that's another break point, so don't get in yet. So much easier to do the commentary during the game as opposed to the following morning. Just let this play out because I missed my lay the first time it's got. Brain freeze. So another break point missed. How many is that? I've lost count. 4, 5. So I'm pretty sure at this point, there you go, I'm getting ready to place it. Deciding what to do. Game point Shea, I'm pretty sure this is where the lay is going to go in. Bit risky. Very risky, but she does take it. So I'm thinking now there's a really good chance that at least we're going to get pressure, probably a break in the next game. See how we go. First point, love 15. Love 30. Just pause it there. At love 30 there, I'm thinking there's obviously a good chance that Pliskova is going to lose this set. As you can see there, just after I'd switched back to Pliskova, Shea's gone 4 to love up against the serve. The reason I've switched back to Pliskova is that if Pliskova loses the first set, I'm going to be backing her. And I want to be in a position where if she does lose the set, but then gets the first break in set 2, that I've got the option then of either getting out level, a little bit of profit, and and because of how the trades were at that point, by switching back to Pliskova, as you can see there, my break-even figure is going to be above evens. And if Pliskova loses the set and gets a break in the second set, she's going to be below evens. So that's the situation that I'm trying to achieve, and really preparing for set 2. However, Shea serving at 5-4 against a top 10 player, there's always a chance she's going to choke. That's the reasoning. Hope that made sense. Okay, it was a total meltdown by Pliskova in that game. And I've increased the position because it was roundabout evens. I've increased my position. So again, break even at 1.9 on Shea's ladder, as I expect Pliskova to be below evens if she loses a set and then breaks. I'm happy with that position. Oh, turn the face off. Oop, wrong one. Twit. Shea's first serve's going well, 82%. Is her first serve percentage. She's winning 75% of them. She's only won 1 of 7, which is not so good. Okay, let's step forward a bit. Like a very easy hold. Hold to love. But again, because I'm expecting Pliskova to come back, I'm reasonably happy at this point. A little bit concerned at the meltdown. Her coach is just giving her a bit of a pep talk, saying forget it, let it go. You're going to get an early break in set 2, which is obviously what we want. So let's step forward. Pliskova serving first. Not the most impressive first service games of set 2. But gets the job done to 30. Have a look at Shea's first game. A little bit too easy. Would have hoped for a bit of pressure in the first game. Okay, better game for Pliskova. Obviously, I'm sure I'm going to get asked, what would you have done if Pliskova was broken? I'd have lost. The option would have been to lay again, or just take the hit and move on. You tend to get your bigger losses if your favoured player loses in 2, because you don't get a chance to save too much. Okay. Bit of pressure. This is what we're looking for. So even at love 30, we're into profit. Love 40, even better. So you can see what I mean even before we've got the break. If your position is set up correctly going into set 2, you do give yourselves options. You do obviously need your player to perform and to get the break. But at least you're giving yourself a chance if they do perform as we hope. And there's a break for 3-1. I'm trying to remember what I did here. Temptation would have been to give her the chance to hold. Excuse me. Looks like I'm reducing liability. But anyway, whatever happens from there, I think I'd probably hedge out pretty soon. I did get back in. She did win the set pretty convincingly. She then took a 5-1 lead in the third set. Unfortunately, I wasn't at the desk. I taken the dogs out, came back to see her back at 5-all, at which point I got on to Shay and made a little bit of profit there. But this that's right, I'd actually backed there a little bit at 1.8. Still a decent price, bearing in mind she was around 1.5 at the start of the match. Seemed to be some scope for a bit more profit. Not convincing in this game. Step forward a little bit. Does get the game point. Not convincing at all. However, I think she holds here. There we go. Pretty sure I hedged there, just for the video actually, and I wanted to go out. So I did get back in late in the third set and added some profit to that. What are we doing? Are we hedging or what? No. What are you doing? Or did I hedge at 5-1? So something I've been talking to a lot of people about, especially recently, is they'll ask me, when should you enter to limit, sorry, when should you exit to limit your losses? It's not your exit point that limits your losses, it's your entry. And because my initial entry, that 144 back of Pliskova, was just incredibly shit value, that's in this case has limited my profits. If I'd stuck to the original plan and got in at 1.8, then potentially my profit would have been a lot bigger on this one. I'll just wait for this to be hedged. Which I'm guessing is what I'm going to do now. There we go. So again, hope that's been useful. Any questions, put them in the comments, and I'll see you on the next video.